To say most of us are familiar with the greatest, Muhammad Ali, but you may not know he was actually one of 4 world heavyweight boxing champions to come out of Louisville, including Marvin Hart, Greg Page, and Ali's lifelong friend and sparring partner, Jimmy Ellis. Those who knew him are committed to keeping his legacy alive, most notably his brother, Jerry, who sat down with our Jim Stratman.
He had a smile. That's who he was. Jimmy always had a smile, and he always respected everyone.
The smile of a champion, and one Jerry Ellis thinks should be recognized more in a city where boxing excellence is revered.
Well, I just feel like world champions deserve just a little more recognition.
Ellis and his family grew up in Crescent Hill at a time when boxing was territorial in the city.
Amateur boxing was something the neighborhood took pride in. You know, we'll beat your team. So it was a team event, and everybody trained and everybody fought. The Iroquois area, they had gyms. You had the East End of Louisville, we had our gyms, and you had West End gyms and Portland gyms, and every week there was amateur boxing, and it attracted a crowd.
Jerry's brother Jimmy started boxing at 15 after a friend of his lost a fight to a promising young fighter named Cassius Clay. Cassius won that rematch too.
Jimmy told Donnie, he said, "I can beat him." And Donnie said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, I can beat him." He said, "If you can beat him, come to the gym with me. We'll see if you can beat him or not."
Jimmy Ellis and Muhammad Ali fought twice as amateurs. Ali won the first, but Jimmy got his in the rematch. From that moment on, their paths were intertwined. Jimmy and Ali sparred, traveled, and fought together. When Ali was stripped of his world title in 1967, Jerry says the World Boxing Association called for an 8-person tournament to fill that vacant title slot. Jimmy was fighter number 8.
There was people that criticized his title, said, you know, it really wasn't a title because Ali had been stripped and all that. He had nothing to be ashamed of, you know. He had everything to be proud of.
Your attention, fans. We have a split decision.
On April 27, 1968, Jimmy beat Jerry Quarry in a 15-round decision to become world champion.
Jimmy Ellis has won the World Boxing Association version of the heavyweight championship on a split decision.
When they say split decision, you just don't know. You're praying, please don't do anything crazy.
Jerry was ringside.
World champion, wow. That's quite an accomplishment, yes. I felt like I was champion too, you know, that's my big brother, so.
Jimmy became the 3rd heavyweight champion to hail from Louisville, and the city embraced him.
Everybody around here loved Jimmy anyway. The city of Louisville loved Jimmy. You never know if you're going to get an opportunity or not, and he got his opportunity and he capitalized on it. So there's so many people that don't get it. Boxing's just cruel.
Jimmy held that title until 1970 when he lost it to Joe Frazier. He never got it back, but that one win made history.
Jimmy wanted the title, but he wanted to win it, I guess, the traditional way. Them stripping Ali and him winning it after that took some of the glamour out of it. Ali called him after he won it and told him he knew he would win it. In fact, prior to the tournament, Howard Cosell and all the other pundits, they picked everybody but Jimmy, and Ali said Jimmy Ellis is going to win the tournament.
As the years passed, Ali's legacy and footprint on Louisville grew, while Jimmy's slowly started to fade. Jerry says that Jimmy never harbored any ill will or any jealousy. Ali recognized Jimmy's greatness, and the two were friends to the end, and that's what mattered.
I'm sorry I can't be there to celebrate this special night with you. You have always been a good friend and a great opponent in the ring. Jimmy, you will always be a champion to me. Love, Muhammad Ali.
So if the greatest of all time could recognize greatness around him, Jerry hopes eventually the city of Louisville will too.
We still don't have a banner yet. That's something we're waiting for.
I don't follow no trails. I try to fight my fight, and that's what I set out to do.
That's the part that bothers me. People will forget Jimmy if there's nothing to remind you.
Louisville is home to more world heavyweight champions than any other city in the world. So what made this a city of champions? And will it ever see another? Jim Stratman and I asked those questions to the people who lived through boxing's glory days and those fighting to bring it back today. You can see those stories in our special Fighting Chance, Reclaiming Louisville's Heavyweight Heritage. It's streaming tonight at 8 on WHAS 11+.